What's up, party people, and welcome back to my channel. Finally! This is not going to be a live update video. We're not going to talk about where I've been. I'm going to save that for another video if you guys actually want to see that. If you do, then comment below, hashtag live update. If you just want to talk about beauty and leave it at that, this is for you. I chose to do an empties products I've used up video because let me tell you, it's gotten a little out of hand. I've got so many products I'm actually gonna have to split up into 2 videos. So you'll see this one now and then you'll see the next one like the next time an empties video is due. This is what I'm talking about. This thing probably weighs 10 pounds. Also, if you wanna know what I'm wearing on my face right now, all my products will be listed below in the description box as well as the shirt that I'm wearing. Let's just do a little, like, can we just show some appreciation for my Queen Dolly shirt? Like, look at this. Yeah. Rep the best. Let's get into it. Oh, voice things voice. Let's just pull out some stuff that fell out in transit. This is just a body wash that I got from TJ Maxx. That is pretty much the only place that I buy body washes now, because you can get these big old liters for like $5 to $7. I think this is the brand Gaia Elements. This is the Nourishing Hemp Oil and Shea Butter. It's a nice lather. It does a really good job without stripping your skin. It's nice and moisturizing. I love it. Next thing I have is the Jergens Weightless Wet Skin Moisturizer. Basically, you just put this on after the shower. You put it on when your skin's wet. And honestly, at first, I thought this was a total gimmick. Like, I thought it was one of those things where it's like, okay, you have to have a special moisturizer or a special lotion after shower. No. Turns out this does work significantly better on wet skin than using a normal body lotion. I did try normal body lotion and it just would not absorb into my skin. It was just very streaky and it was not a pleasant experience. This completely soaks into your skin and it almost looks like you have oil on your skin. Like, it just feels it looks very hydrated and very glowy, but it doesn't feel sticky and tacky and uncomfortable. So I've actually already repurchased this. Next thing I have is the Naturium Azelaic Topical Acid 10%. Do you see that little trick shot there? Look at that. Yeah, I'm so excited. I will say I do have a problem with Susan Yara, who is the owner of Naturium or whatever, because whenever she first released this brand, like, she didn't disclose that it was actually her brand. Like, she was reviewing it and talking about it as if she had just discovered it, which I think is very, very shady, and I don't appreciate that. I don't respect that. But as far as like products like this on the market, I feel like the ingredients list and the potency and the concentration and all that stuff, like the blend, is a pretty good type of product. So 2021 for me was a year of discovering azelaic acid. Before last year, I'd never really heard anyone talk about it, because I feel like azelaic is not one of those ingredients that's really hit the market. Like, it's not overly saturated yet in the market, and I feel like it will be. Azelaic acid does so many different things. Like, it's one of those like cure-all ingredients that I feel like everyone should be using, and it also pairs really well with other ingredients like retinol, vitamin C. Like, it's one of those that you can wiggle into your routine without any kind of complications and stuff. And I do like this one. It does have niacinamide and vitamin C and coffee seed extract as well. It's not one of those products that is going to give your skin like an immediate glow or make it super hydrated looking or radiant or anything like that. It's one of those things that just kind of treats, which I've come to appreciate serums that just treat and don't provide just that, like, oh, my skin looks really glowy and dewy and juicy. I love it. Like, it does more deep down than just surface level. If you don't know, like, if you didn't read my little post in my community tab, I started suffering with cystic acne around July, August, September, something like that. My skin was in a constant breakout stage, and I realized a few weeks ago, like, oh my God, like, my skin, it's cleared up so well. But I actually contribute a lot of my skin's healing to this. Joico Joy Mist number 9 finishing spray. This is a constant repurchase of mine. Like, I've had this in pretty much every empties video. So I do like this one. Like, I like the fact that it's not super crunchy. It's not super drying. Like, it doesn't give you like helmet head or anything. But I will say that I do prefer a slightly better hold. Like, I feel like I have to spray a lot of this. Like, it's very buildable. I do appreciate that. But I feel like I have to spray a lot of this to get good hold. I am kind of venturing around and trying new stuff. I'm always on the hunt for like better products. Like, I'm never gonna stop the hunt. This is a good product, and honestly, Joico is probably my favorite salon brand. So next up, oh man, this is a no-brainer. This is the Matrix Total Results Mega Sleek Shea Butter Shampoo. This is my favorite shampoo. This is a constant repurchase. Like, I will not go without this in my shower, and it's been that way for over like 2 or 3 years now. And I don't know how much I've talked about it, but I've always been someone that, like, shampoos and conditioners just stop working on my hair. Like, they may work for like half the bottle, and then it just seems like my hair just kind of gets used to it, kind of gets numb to its effect. This is seriously the best shampoo, the most detangling shampoo, the most smoothing shampoo that I've literally ever used. And what's so funny about this is that it's actually made for people with thicker hair, like curly hair, because shea butter is one of those ingredients that's typically for that type of hair. But somehow this doesn't weigh my hair down. It doesn't make it flat. It doesn't make it overly greasy or oily or anything. Like, it doesn't give me anything negative. Like, I literally have not one thing bad to say about this stuff. This is the Matrix Biolage Color Last Purple Shampoo. And I actually did like this one, but purple shampoos are notorious for being overly drying and kind of stripping on the hair. Like, they almost act like a clarifying shampoo, but this one was actually pretty gentle. I don't feel like it's as drying and as stripping as some other purple shampoos I've tried. It's not one that's like super, super intense to where like if you leave it on for like 1 minute too long, it's gonna make your hair purple or anything. But I can leave this on my hair for like 10 minutes or so, and it neutralizes without giving me that like purple hue or gray hue, which I like. So I would repurchase this, but again, you guys know I'm always on the hunt for new and better. Next up is the Isntree Green Tea Fresh Toner. You guys know I have an addiction, an obsession, a profound respect and appreciation for Korean beauty, specifically Korean skincare. This is a Korean skincare brand. I really like this one. It was just nice and gentle. It does give you like some hydration and moisture, so it makes your skin feel really nice and soft. It doesn't strip it. I don't know if I'd repurchase it because again, but it's good. Next thing I have is the plant-based hydrating bamboo water. I probably need to start like showing you up close what these products look like, because I don't do that. I'm kind of a sucky YouTuber. This is one of those products that I didn't really appreciate and didn't really use consistently until like the last drop. So this is actually a mixture of like oil and water, which is kind of weird, so you gotta make sure you shake it up pretty well, but this was actually pretty hydrating. I will say though, I like it better when it's layered. Like, I don't like just like one layer of this. I mean, I do, it's fine, but like to get the most out of this, I feel like you need like at least 2 layers, 2 or 3 layers. That gives you really pretty hydrated looking skin. It's very radiant, very glowy, very juicy. I don't think I'd repurchase it anytime soon, just because, I mean, you know, there's a lot of products to go around. We gotta cycle through them all. Next thing I have is a dry shampoo. This is the Joico Weekend Hair Dry Shampoo. I have tried a lot of dry shampoos in my day, okay? Look, I feel like I am a dry shampoo connoisseur. Nothing beats my Batiste. I will say this is a very invisible dry shampoo, so if you're someone that you don't like that like coarse feeling whatsoever, like this almost feels like spraying water in a way, but I just didn't really feel like it actually absorbed my oil and helped with prolonging my wash. So I wouldn't repurchase this. Next up is the CosRx Propolis Synergy Toner. I forget to get up close. I'm so sorry, guys. I love anything with honey extract or any kind of honey type skincare product. I just feel like honey is one of those things in products that just, it's so effective for my skin. I like this one. It was nice and hydrating. It was a little bit more of a thicker, like it was a very viscous kind of toner. Like it wasn't super watery or very like thin and runny. It was pretty thick, almost like an essence. So you could use it either way. Like some days I'd put it on a cotton pad and wipe my face down and use it as like a cleansing kind of step. And some days I would put it on my hand and like wipe it on in that way. Either way, I did like it. I would repurchase it maybe in the future, but again, you know what I'm saying. You gotta, we're swimming around. We gotta keep swimming. We're on the hunt all the time. Next up is the Nivea In Shower Body Lotion. So this is kind of a similar concept to the Jergens one, except this is what you put on in the shower. The other one, the Jergens one, is post-shower when your skin's wet. This one, you put it on and then you let the water rinse it off. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't really like this one. It did nothing. I have another hair product. This is a viral hair mask. This is the L'Oreal Elvive 8-Second Wonder Water. So when everyone was talking about this and when it was going viral, they were all saying that it makes your hair so shiny and so silky. It's magical. It completely transforms your hair. No, it does not. Not for me anyway. It's not bad, but I just feel like it's kind of a gimmick because you have to use so much on your hair. Like you can only get maybe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 to 10 uses out of this depending on how long your hair is. And for me, like, just use a deep conditioner. I get the exact same effect whenever I just use a basic conditioner. So for me, this one is not worth it. I feel like it's just very, very overhyped. It's like $10 and you get like maybe 10 uses out of it. Next up, I have the Batiste Dry Conditioner. I don't like this one. The idea is that whenever your hair is dirty, like whenever you're on day 2, 3, 4, to infinity and beyond, because all the products and stuff in your hair, it can be kind of dry, it can look kind of crunchy and just not have that really pretty shine and silk that it has whenever you first wash it. But for me, like, just use a serum. It's gonna do everything that this is claiming to do, that it just doesn't for me. I've heard some people say they like it, but like, I don't know, no. Whoa, look at this big bad boy. This is another shower gel from TJ Maxx. Again, Get your shower gels from TJ Maxx and Marshalls, people. Thank me later. This is the Jason Revitalizing Citrus Body Wash. Yeah, I like this one as well. You get a ton of product in here. It was nice and moisturizing, not stripping. It's good to like shave with because it lathers really, really well. Oh dear God, there's gonna be like 15 more of these. Why are they not sponsoring me yet? Like, Batiste, hit your girl up. I'll work with you in a New York second. I had a shampoo from Fanola. So Fanola is kind of like a salon brand that's more accessible. You can find them on Amazon and stuff. They reached out and sent me a few products I've tried, and I'd actually tried their purple shampoo before they reached out to me, and I do like it. If you want a good purple shampoo, the one from Fanola is really, really good. This is the Rebalance shampoo. So this is a sebum regulating shampoo. So it's supposed to be for people with oily hair that you want to balance out your oil and stuff. I didn't like this one at all. I would not repurchase this one because it's very watery. Like, it's one of those shampoos that's very thin, very liquidy, and it just seems like it never lathers or anything. And that doesn't mean that it's not good. Like, it doesn't mean that it's not cleaning your hair. I just don't like the way it feels. I feel like I had to use a lot of it to actually make my hair feel clean. I just didn't like the way my hair like felt, how it looked, and I just didn't like the process of using it. I don't like this one. This is an honorable mention. Like, I can't say that I've used this myself, but my husband used this one, and because I recycle everything, like I recycle all the beauty products and stuff, and I just put them all in the same bin. So this was for my husband. I'm just gonna do a little review per him. This is the Jason Dandruff Relief 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. So I find this at TJ Maxx and Marshalls and places like that all the time. This is my husband's favorite shampoo, and I will say they do have one that's just a basic shampoo. He doesn't like that one. He likes the shampoo and conditioner one, and it's been the only thing that's actually helped prevent dandruff and stuff. Like, he uses this all year round, and with most dandruff shampoos that he's tried, they work for a little while and then they stop working, as does things on my head too. But this is the only thing that, like, he swears by this stuff, and I can usually find it for like $6 or $7 at TJ Maxx. I think you can actually find this on Amazon too, so just look around. It's worth it. The Good Molecules Discoloration Correcting Serum. So this is very highly rated on Ulta, and it seems like people really like this one. I did not. I don't know if it's just because I didn't use it consistently. Like, this is one of those products I use kind of sporadically, just because I didn't like it. Like, I didn't like the application. I didn't like the feel. I just didn't feel like this helped my discoloration, my acne spots or whatever. It just didn't really touch them, in my opinion. Could be because I wasn't consistent with it, but I didn't like this one. I wouldn't repurchase it. The Paula's Choice 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant with Salicylic Acid. This is a very, very popular product, and I did like this one. Like, I will say this is the only BHA salicylic acid toner that actually made my skin feel very hydrated. Like, it made it look very, very glowy. Like, it felt almost like I had an oil-based product on my skin, which is, again, very rare to see in a salicylic acid kind of product. Most of them are pretty drying. They tend to absorb oil and stuff like that. Again, I didn't use it consistently enough because I kind of go back and forth between BHAs and AHAs and different types of products and stuff. So that is my fault, but I would repurchase this because I would like to see how it works, like using it every week. But I don't really feel like it helped my acne whenever I did use it when I had cystic breakouts and stuff. So I feel like it needs a second chance. I forgot about this one. Like, it's been so long since I used this up, and like the stuff at the bottom of this bin is so old now. But this is the Garnier Pore Perfecting Serum Cream with SPF 30. So it's a sunscreen, like a moisturizing sunscreen. But this is seriously one of the best hydrating, moisturizing sunscreens I've used. It gives you that beautiful, glassy, dewy skin effect. It's so hydrating and moisturizing, and it doesn't have any kind of white cast. It doesn't make your skin feel greasy or oily. It wears really well under makeup. Like, it doesn't make my skin, like my makeup, break down or anything. I'm so glad that I pulled this back out of my bin because I am definitely repurchasing this whenever I run out of some more of my sunscreens. Like, I love this stuff so much. Oh, look, this big Mama Jamma. This is something you see all the time at TJ Maxx's and Marshalls and stuff. Like, this is just a basic body scrub. This is the Garrison and Body Charcoal Scrub with tea tree and, what's that word? Tea tree and oil. Not tea tree oil, tea tree and oil. This isn't really something that I would repurchase because there are so many body scrubs on the market, and I feel like they all do the exact same thing. Like, I'm not overly wowed or overly impressed by any of them because I feel like it's like they're gonna make your skin soft. That's about it. I will say it was pretty abrasive, so be very gentle with this whenever you're applying it. But yeah, it was okay. It was just mediocre. The CosRX Salicylic Acid Daily Gentle Cleanser. This is my favorite BHA salicylic acid cleanser to date. Number one, it actually helps prevent and treat my acne. Like, it actually helps heal my acne, but it's not overly drying like a lot of salicylic acid cleansers are. Like, it's not overly stripping. Like, my skin does feel a little bit taut after the shower, which could be because of the heat. Like, the combination of like super hot water and salicylic acid can be kind of drying and stripping on the skin, but like my skin always kind of rebalances bounces a little bit after using this. I would say like within 30 minutes after getting out of the shower and using this, my skin is like back to normal. This is a staple. I will continue to repurchase this. I have another hair product, which isn't even empty, but I just kind of got tired of using it. Like whenever I get to the point where I toss things when they're not even done, like that's how you know like I'm done. This is the Schwarzkopf Blonde Me Tone Enhancing Spray Conditioner for cool blondes. This one did nothing. It's just purple. That's it. Like the purple is just a tint. It did nothing for my hair. And it also wasn't super detangling or hydrating, which is like, why am I using a leave-in spray if it's not doing anything at all? So I don't like this one, wouldn't recommend it. I have another shower gel. This is the Hemp Hydration Hemp Body Wash infused with shea butter. And again, like this one, it was nice and lathery, like it sudsed up pretty well. And like all these ones I'm talking about from TJ Maxx / Marshalls, they're not overly drying, they're not stripping of the skin. Like I don't get out and my skin feels like tight. And I like the scent. Oh my God, I don't even remember using these. These are the number 7 Radiant Results Revitalizing Cleansing Wipes, aka makeup wipes. No, I do not and will not ever repurchase makeup wipes of any kind. I don't care if they're biodegradable. I don't care if they're more gentle on the skin. I don't care. These were sent to me and I use them just to remove like makeup on my face, to wipe my hand off, stuff like that. I mean, they were fine, they were gentle, but no, just no. Philosophy Purity Made Simple Eye Cream. This was another product that I used. Like I continuously used it and I try to be consistent with it just to use it up because it's a gimmick. It's a gimmick. I'm a firm believer that most eye creams are just facial moisturizers in a smaller package. I actually started using this on my face just to try to use it up faster. Like I will say there was a good amount of product in here. Like it's pretty deep, but this did absolutely nothing for my under eye area. Like it did make it super excessively moisturized where my concealer just went on 10 times better and my under eyes just looked more. No, it did nothing. Philosophy is one of those brands, I don't care if they've got a cult following or not, like it's just one of those brands that really irks me because number 1, they're overpriced. Number 2, they have false claims and they just like they overhype their products. Like the claims are just too extreme and the products are just too simple. Then I have this leave-in hairspray from Be Care Love, which I think they have at Sally's Beauty. This was sent to me. This like entire collection was sent to me. This is the CBD Believe line. It says it's supposed to calm frizz, repair damage, relax tangles, and quench dryness. It's got CBD, sea buckthorn, sorry, and amino acids from quinoa protein. I didn't like this one either. Like it just wasn't super like detangling, super moisturizing. It didn't leave my hair really shiny or anything. It's supposed to be a restorative leave-in spray with CBD. There's better. I feel like I've talked about a lot of skincare and hair care, so I feel like we need to move on to makeup and save the rest for video number 2. So let's move on to some makeup now. I'm gonna have to bring this up here. We're getting towards the bottom of my bin. Look at that. There's still a lot left, people. The e.l.f. Matte Magic Mist and Set. Everyone talks about this. Like this one has a pretty high rating online, but I didn't really feel like it did anything special. Like it wasn't super mattifying, which I do like. That's not a con to me, but it just didn't make my makeup last longer. It didn't really like mesh everything together super well. Like it was actually a pretty like cheap feeling spray, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I didn't really like that one. Next up on the agenda is the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Mascara. This is an oldie but a goodie for me. I've repurchased this one probably 3 or 4 times over the course of its lifetime, and it's such a good mascara that's so underrated. It's a nice unique wand. Like it's kind of curved, like I think they call it like a butterfly wing. This will give you va va voom lashes. Like this gives you very big lashes, a lot of volume, a lot of length, a lot of separation, but also not too separated to where it's like you got 4 lashes. I will say though that sometimes I do get flakes with this. Like with the older formulas of L'Oreal, I feel like they have a tendency to get flaky or be flaky if I apply like more than 1 layer. But one like really thick, nicely coated layer is perfect. I love this one so much. Then I have the AOA Studio. This is from Shop Miss A Plus setting spray. So they had this one in the pink bottle and then they had the one in the green bottle. I actually like the one in the green bottle more. This one as like an all over setting spray at the end of my makeup just didn't really do a whole lot for me. But I do feel like for like $1.55 it's worth a shot. Like even if you don't use it for your face, like you can use it just to like set your under eye area or to set your eye, not set your eyeshadow, but to kind of wet your eyeshadow. So you just want a good cheap setting spray for just like purposes like that, where you don't want to use like your expensive setting spray or your, you know, better, your good setting sprays. It's cheap. And then I have one of my favorite foundations of all time. I've talked about this in numerous videos. This is the LA Colors Truly Matte Long Wearing Foundation. This is seriously the longest wearing foundation probably in my collection. Like, it's one that I really trust. This will stay on, doesn't matter how humid it is, how hot outside it is. Like, this is seriously one that I trust from the time that I put it on to the time that I take it off. The coverage is there, it covers everything. Like, I'm serious. Like, Dollar General and Family Dollar are the ones that have it if you want to go to the store. But Amazon has it, and also Ulta and Walmart have it that I know of, that I bought from. The NYX Wonder Stick Highlight and Contour Stick. This is one that I've had for such a long time, and I didn't use the light side of it because I feel like the light side of any contour stick, the double-ended style, what's the point? You've got concealer. Why do you need something like this? I just feel like it's kind of useless and just kind of a waste. But I will say the contour shade on this, like, what shade is this? This is a shade. Light medium is actually a really good tone for contouring. Actually, let's do a little swatch. I've missed swatching so much. It's not super gray and just too cool tone to where it's gonna make you look like casket ready. Yeah, it's a really nice shade. It blends on really well. It stays put pretty well, but I'm just kind of tired of double-ended contour sticks or just contours in general. So yeah, I probably would repurchase this in the future, like way in the future. But right now I just don't really see like a purpose for it or like a need for it in my routine. This is one of my favorite setting sprays of all time. It's at Dollar General. This is the Believe Beauty Makeup Perfecting Setting Spray. It's the original one. They also have a matte version now, and I do like that one too, but this one is just the OG. Like, this is one that I trust. It sets my makeup so beautifully to where it not just improves the wear of it, but it does, you know, eliminate all the cakiness. It kind of melds all the powders and liquids together to where it makes your skin look more natural and more skin-like. It's only $5. Like, this is seriously one of the best drugstore setting sprays. I'm not joking. Top notch. The L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Primer. Let's get up close. I actually don't use lash primers every single day. Like, for me, for some reason, I just kind of have to be in the mood for them. But I had this in my collection for a while, and just randomly I started using it again. And I got to the point where I was using it almost every single time that I put mascara on, because it really did make my lashes look bigger. It made the mascara that I used work better. Like, it made it build up better. So it just has your typical L'Oreal Voluminous style wand. Wait about 30 to 45 seconds before you apply your mascara. Like, let it be kind of tacky. Like, you don't want it to be super, like, completely dry, but you also don't want it to be, you know, like, freshly applied and wet. Like, the sweet spot for this is whenever it's nice and tacky, and your mascara goes on so well. It builds up a lot better. It builds up faster. Like, I love this, and I would repurchase it. The AOA Studio, this is from Shop Massé. It's $1. The Slim Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe. It was just a little bit too dry for me and took a little bit too long to apply and make those little hair-like strokes. Like, I feel like I had to apply a lot of pressure to get it to, you know, lay down pigmentation. So I wouldn't repurchase these, but I do know a lot of people that talk about loving these and using these every day. So it's worth a shot. Again, it's like $1. You're not losing much. And then I have the NYX. Oh my God, I think this is discontinued. Oh my God, this is no more. This is the NYX Pump It Up Lip Plumper. I actually want to do a video about products that have been discontinued because brands hate me. And this would go in that. I don't know if they replace this with anything, but I love this formula. Like, it was so nice and tingly, but not overly tingly to where it makes you, like, it makes you feel like you were just like getting zapped with electricity. But yeah, I guess we shouldn't harp on this one too long because it's gone now, but I did love it. This one is one that I used up today, actually. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Flash Cat Eye eyeliner pencil. Yeah, it just has this little like stencil kind of thing on the end of it you can take out, and you can put it against your eye, and it's supposed to help you make a wing. Like, I get it. Like, it could be helpful for a beginner, but not for me. Like, I just don't want to take the time to do that, and I feel like I've gotten, like, I'm not good at a wing, but I feel like I've gotten to the point where I don't need like a guide. I just kind of make them. Like, if it's asymmetrical, it's okay, we deal with it. But it was a really nice formula. Like, it was really nice and pigmented. Like, it was a really nice jet black. Plus, I like the applicator on it. Like, it's just a typical brush tip applicator. It comes to a nice point. Like, it's just a basic size, so there's nothing really special about it, but it did stay on really well. So I would repurchase it, but not going to anytime soon. I have the Rimmel Brow Pro Micro Stroke Pen. So this is just your typical like brow pen marker kind of thing. Here's what the color looks like. And this is, I don't really like this idea. Like, everyone is kind of into the whole brow pen right now. I'm not. I just gotta be honest, I'm just not. Ooh, this looks green. This looks like olive green. This one's kind of weird. Like, it's not bad, but you have to like set the brush tip down at a certain angle to get actual payoff. You actually have to like kind of press down with the base of the pen to get a good amount of color payoff to make it actually worth your while. And I just don't really like it. Like, I just feel like the tip is too dry to work. And look at that color. It's olive. I have another one because these tend to dry out pretty fast, like before you can actually use them up, especially if you're like me and you don't use them every single time you do your brows. This is the L'Oreal one. It's the micro ink pen. So it kind of has like little cuts into it. So it's supposed to, like, it's angled and then it has those little divots to where it's supposed to look like actual hair is growing, and it does. Again, the color on this one, what shade is this one? This one's dark blonde, and the color on this one's off too. It's a new kind of product. They haven't gotten the color formulation on these. Like, this one is very warm. It's very orange. It worked fine. Like, I remember when I used it for the first time, it did make my brows look kind of good, like very natural. I like my traditional brow pencil. Oh, it's dark outside. Trying to recover still, but we're gonna keep talking. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. I really like the wand on it because it's that nice, like, paddle, like flexible paddle applicator to where it's, you know, it's got a little movement to it. I remember ranking this #1 in my top 5 concealers video a while back, but it just kind of stopped working for me. Like, it just got a little bit too drying and like it just started creasing and stuff, which it didn't do when I first started using it. So it could be a change in my skin. That happens a lot with us. It happens as we get older day by day, or it could be because it got old and started drying out. I don't know. I probably wouldn't repurchase anytime soon. Like, I do like other concealers better now. Okay, so apparently all I used up in the makeup category are setting sprays, brow pencils, and mascaras. So I do apologize. Wait, no, wait, I found something else. This is the Wet n Wild bronzer stick. I don't know exactly what it's called. I think it's called the Mega Glow bronzer stick or whatever. It's in the shade Oaks on You. I had this one for a very long time, okay? Like, strangely too long. It's such a nice formula. I definitely would repurchase this after I, you know, go through the market a little bit because the color is so nice. Like, it's not too orange. Yeah, super creamy, stays put, glides on, feels like absolute butter. So I would repurchase this. I'm really trying to cover up these wall outlets back here because they're such an eyesore, but like, I keep like scooting over too far. P.S. It's taken me a while to figure out what I want to put in the back. But I think I know what I'm going to do for my background. Like, I have a couple of ideas, but if you guys like this just plain background, let me know. I'm not a very like interior designer fluent person. Like, I'm just not very good at, you know, decorations and furniture and stuff like that. And plus, this room in our new house is very like cramped. So I've got my husband's desk over here, and then there's my desk. So I have to be careful with, like, if I want to put like a piece of furniture back here, it's gonna be too close to his desk. So I think we finally figured it out. We've been brainstorming over the past couple of nights. So a lot of good stuff coming. I'm motivated. I'm excited. This is the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. This is just a little sample size that I think I got from Sephora. I mean, I don't believe in purchasing expensive mascaras. I think it's a waste. But this one was a really nice formula. It didn't flake, didn't smudge, nothing like that. It gave pretty good, like, big lashes. Like, it gave a good amount of volume, a good amount of length. It's just a typical, like, fatter kind of wand. Wouldn't repurchase, but it is a good one. Oh my god, I have another mascara. In the comments below, let me know what you use up the fastest. Out of all your makeup and skincare, what's a product that you use up very frequently? So this is the Palladio Lash Obsessed Amped Up Length and Volume Mascara. I think Palladio actually sent this one to me because I don't remember buying this one. This is what the wand looks like. It's like a cone shape. The formula was where it was a miss for me. This one was really dry. It didn't build up well. It didn't give me a lot of volume or length or anything. I have another AOA Studio Slim Brow Pencil. I tried a different shade. This one's a shade medium brown, which did work better for my brow shade, but again, just too drying. Here's another setting spray. This is the Espoir. Oh, I can't say it. Espoir. I'll let you determine what it says and how you want to read it. But this is the Face Prime. Oh, I'm shaking still. This is the Face Prime Glow Fix Mist. I actually got this on Yes Style. So this is a Korean setting spray. And whoops, I'm going to keep the spray bottle because I think I remember it being a good sprayer. I don't know why I'm trying because it's empty. But this one wasn't like the most impressive setting spray. For some reason, I just remember this being one that made my skin kind of oily. Like, it was almost too glassifying, if you know what I'm saying. The AOA Studio A Plus Primer Spray. Again, this is from Shop Missy. And I don't like using this as a primer or a setting spray. I like using this for setting my under eyes. So I'm not gonna get too into that trick because I'm gonna film a video where I talk about it. I meant to film it. Actually, no, I did. I did film it and I didn't like the way it turned out. Yeah, this is what I use to set my under eyes. Not as a primer spray or a setting spray, but as like a setting spray for my concealer Yeah, I like it. I have another setting spray. This is the Palladio Forever and Ever Long Lasting Dewy Finish Setting Spray. Again, you can find this at Sally's. I bought this myself. And this has become one of my favorite setting sprays. Like, I would definitely repurchase this. I don't really agree with it being a dewy finish because I feel like whenever you think of a dewy finish setting spray, you think of one that makes your skin look very glowy or one that gives you more of a glass skin effect. And I don't think that this one does that. But the reason I love it so much is, number one, it actually does improve the wear of my makeup, but it also melds all the layers together on my skin. Like, it doesn't look, like my skin doesn't look powdery whenever I use this. Like, it makes my skin look very natural, keeps it locked on so well without feeling really drying and like very tight. And that's probably because it's alcohol free, which it's hard to find a setting spray that's alcohol free that prolongs your makeup. So that, I didn't know that. That's pretty good. I don't like the packaging. It's very bulky. It's very clunky. It takes a lot of space in my drawers, which I don't like. But it's a very, very good product. Like, I'm actually pretty surprised at how good it is. Alrighty, guys. I think I'm gonna call it quits there. I still have like a quarter of the bin that I need to go through, so I think I'm gonna save that for video number 2. That is it for this empties video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you guys are excited about me being back, because let me tell you, I'm excited. So yeah, please drop down in the comments below and leave me just leave me a comment so I can hear from you guys. Let me know what you guys have been up to, how things have been going for you, and also what kind of content would you like to see from me in the future. If you guys enjoy this video and if you want to see more, then make sure you get a big old thumbs up. And here's a couple of things for you to check out next. Yes, these are older, but we will update these soon. But you know what? If you're new here, just venture around, check it out. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and turn the notification bell on to always see when I upload, because you never know nowadays. And I will see you guys in my next one. I love you guys so much. Mwah.